With many horror movies causing controversy and receiving a lot of backlash, which horror movies have been banned?
Your lemon squares taste like ass.
Welcome to my channel, my name is Em, aka Horror, and in today's video I will be counting down 10 more horror movies which have been banned. I have done a part 1 of banned horror movies, so if you haven't seen it I will be linking it here for you so you can go and check that out. Some viewers were disappointed that I didn't mention certain movies in part 1, so if there are any movies that I have missed in part 1 or in this video that you think should be mentioned, please do let me know down in the comments, and if there is enough demand I will make a part 3. Before I get into the video, I do just want to put out a trigger warning. This video contains mature themes and mentions SA and child abuse, which may affect some individuals. If these themes are likely to cause you upset, please rethink before going forward. If this is the case, you may find another one of my top 10 videos more suitable, and I hope to catch you in my upcoming videos. Maniac, 1980. Maniac follows a man named Frank who was abused by his mother when he was a child. As a result of this, Frank murders women, scalping them and then using their hair for mannequins. The gruesomeness of the movie saw heavy censorship of the film in the US. In Britain, the movie was refused any sort of classification and was banned for video in 1998. Police in Greater Manchester and Lancashire also ended up seizing the video because of its reputation. It was, however, passed with a certification of 18 in 2002, but this version had nearly a minute's worth of cuts. It wasn't until 2022, 41 years after its initial release, that the BBFC approved the full version of the movie with a certificate of 18. The remake of Maniac, starring Elijah Wood in 2012, also saw a negative release, with New Zealand banning the movie because of its graphic violence and content which was deemed disturbing. Martyrs, 2008. A French psychological horror, Martyrs is based around a young woman, Lucy, and her friend, who seek out to find a cult who abused Lucy as a child. Its gore and violence, which includes child abuse, ensured that the movie received the highest possible rating. However, in the US, the movie was banned from theatrical release and instead went straight to DVD release because of its themes. Individuals who watched the movie have been known to walk out vomiting, and some have also fainted. Scenes in the movie include mutilation, someone being skinned alive, and characters unaliving themselves, making this movie one that should be watched after serious consideration of the effects it may have. Ichi the Killer, 2001. With themes that include violence towards women, SA and extreme gore, Ichi the Killer has seen a lot of backlash since its release. This led to cuts being made to the movie before it could be distributed in Britain. Its uncut version was refused release due to scenes of mutilated, SA'd or savagely beaten women, or of sexual pleasure from violence. For it to be released in the UK, 3 minutes had to be cut for the movie to be passed and certified as 18. In Hong Kong, even larger cuts of 17 minutes had to be made. However, the movie has been banned in Norway and Malaysia and is not allowed to be distributed in Germany. Scenes of the movie could cause triggers for some individual, restricting the film's potential audience. I Spit on Your Grave, 1978. Being banned in Norway, Ireland, West Germany and Iceland, I Spit on Your Grave has certainly left its mark. However, it has not only been banned in these countries. Australia made a temporary ban on the film after its recertification in 1997, however it was later re-released in 2004, uncut and rated 18. The UK refused to certify the movie for theatrical release, however as home video distribution had different rules for certification at the time, it was allowed to be released to home video. In 2001 it was removed from the Director of Public Prosecutions list, and a heavily cut version which edited out a large portion of the SA scene was released under an 18 certificate. In 2011, further cuts were made, which reduced the scene even more. The film is based around a woman who is seeking revenge on a group of men who brutally SA her. It is due to the severity of the SA that this movie has been banned and why there is so much controversy around it. It also remains banned in the majority of Canada, with only 3 provinces allowing it to be distributed. Whilst its remake has seen the same sort of criticism, the movie has not had such a hard time when it comes to bans. However, its DVD release was banned in New Zealand. The Exorcist, 1973. Probably one of the most well-known horror movies of all time, The Exorcist caused many a controversy upon its initial release. The movie, which is based on a true story, shook the world with violent scenes including a young girl being possessed. As the movie was based a lot around religion, the Catholic Church called for the movie to be banned due to it not being suitable for a wide audience. The movie was banned from home media release in the UK, with its ban only being lifted after its 25th anniversary. However, this did come with an 18 certificate, which is the highest form of certification in the UK. Friday the 13th, the final chapter, 1984. One entry that may come as a bit of a shock is Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Originally meant to be the last entry in the franchise, hence the name. The film follows a young Tommy Jarvis and his encounter with Jason. The movie was banned in Australia, Sweden and West Germany. It was deemed too violent, causing the decision to be made to ban the movie in the 3 countries. Although we have stepped away from finding these themes as offensive, and with movies since being released that have exceeded the level of violence shown in the film, it is hard to believe that these bans were made. Grotesque, 2009. Based on a couple who get kidnapped and severely tortured by a disturbed individual, Grotesque certainly pushes boundaries. With scenes of both male and female SA, mutilation and severe violence, the movie was banned in the UK and Norway. The movie shows less character development and focuses more on the violent themes and how far boundaries can be pushed. The UK refused to certify the movie due to this very reason, which the director took pride in, as this is what he set out to do, wanting to push moralists and cause upset. Salò or the 120 Days of Sodom, 1975. Salò or the 120 Days of Sodom has been banned in numerous countries including the UK, Australia and New Zealand. Whilst these bans have now been lifted, the themes of SA, violence and psychological torture, largely aimed towards adolescents, proved to be too much for many. Although the movie was not banned in the United States, it did receive a limited release. The movie still disturbs viewers today as the scenes shown are upsetting and triggering to some individuals, which understandably makes the movie a hard watch. Braindead, 1992. A comical horror movie, Braindead, or Dead Alive as it is known in the US, is a zombie movie which follows the events after a woman is bitten by a rat monkey, which turns her into a zombie. Although the UK is usually strict when it comes to ratings of movies, the BBFC initially wanted to release the movie as a 15 due to the comical aspects. However, it was decided that an 18 certificate was more fitting due to the extent of the gore. The UK version was also released in full without any cuts. However, the same cannot be said for South Korea, Singapore and Finland, who outright banned the movie, although Finland have since allowed its release. The film has gone on to be a part of the inspiration for Shaun of the Dead, one of the most beloved zombie comedy movies. Cannibal Holocaust, 1980. Notably one of the most recognised banned horror movies is Cannibal Holocaust. The themes in this movie are enough to disturb a person with even the strongest tolerance to gore and violence. The movie has been banned in the UK, Finland, the US, Norway, Australia, Iceland and Italy, plus many other countries. The film itself shows extreme SA scenes, which includes the SA scene of a younger girl. The girl who played this role was completely unaware of what was happening, as she did not speak English and had never seen a camera or car before, as she lived in the local village to where the movie was filmed. Due to her being unaware, her reaction to what was happening was genuine, which makes this scene even more disturbing. There are a lot of questionable choices which were made during the production of the movie, which can be viewed as unethical and equally as disturbing as the scenes portrayed. The realness of the movie caused the director to be arrested and charged with murder. During the production of the movie, 7 animals were also killed, including 2 monkeys who were eaten by the indigenous cast members. Both on screen and off screen, the movie has proven to be one that has pushed the limits of many and has ended up being so disturbing it has received heavy criticism and backlash. Despite the movie now having a large following, it has left a heavy and painful mark on those involved and many who have witnessed these events on screen. So as always, what do you guys think? Are there any other horror movies that you know of that have been banned? Let me know down in the comments section. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and switch on the notification button, as I will be uploading more content like this. This is an AI-free channel and I do everything myself, so any support that is received is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. You can check out my other content here. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.